In this video, we will be tearing up two things: the Mid-Atlantic and FCS football. 3 major cities, 7 stadiums. We're finding out what area is doing college football the best. If you couldn't tell already, we're starting up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Shout out to the Riverhounds for the great view. 2 better stadiums locked. Let's get to our schools. Starting things up at a very festive Duquesne. And as we take a few steps this way, this is it right here. This is the stadium. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 10 bleachers going up this side. Cute little 3-row section of seat backs across the 50. Easy access right here. No pets allowed sign tells you about all you need to know about the security of this thing. Walk right across the 50, knock that out, and get to our 4, maybe 5 rows of stone and brick seating. Kind of love the idea that you can be walking around campus with no intentions of going to a D1 football game and just stumble into one. But at the cost of that, your campus has the smallest D1 football field in the entire country. I wonder if I can get inside this big black structure here. These stairs seem promising. Anything through here? Locked up. One more locked door here. But what we do have is a ladder. Most schools are probably opting for an elevator here, but hey, I'm never turning down a unique experience. Made it to the film box, get the best view of the stadium. Well worth the trip. Gotta appreciate the view of town from up here too. Pittsburgh is such an underrated pretty city. We just gotta find the basketball arena now. Proud A-10 program. Gotta be something at least a little bit decent. Right by a little half field, half track. Let's see if we can get in here. Nope. This walks right onto the floor. It's not open though. Wave to open. Guess they don't like me like that. Ronnie James didn't go here. I'm not going here either. Next up, we are one giant hill away from Joe Walton Stadium at Robert Morris. I'm excited to see the view for this. Hopefully it's more than just this giant Eagle parking lot. Pretty stoked that's there though. Figuring out how to park on every college campus, hands down one of the worst parts of the gig. Thinking access is gonna be a piece of cake, looking like that's the case. Right on the field over there. All the stops in these videos are technically walk-on challenges, but it's pretty few and far between an FCS school is gonna be a challenge. This gate doesn't even have a door. This field is open 24/7, 365. We gotta go all the way up to take this one in. This is actually a pretty decent setup for an FCS school. It's small, but it's structurally sound. Not too bad at all. I'm sure it looks even better once we get some fall foliage going on over here too. I've also never really seen a void of space behind an end zone like this before. They gotta be putting bleachers in here during games, right? Can we make our way up in this building perhaps? Looks kind of dark. Oh, there we go, cool. And the locker room is through this door right here. It's pretty dead today, maybe. All right. This is pretty cool. Not a bad start to the trip, golly. We got a handful of pros out of this program. Can't say any of them ring a bell, but hey, shout out for making it out. This might have been a tease though. Here's the actual locker room. That's not gonna be open. I hear someone rolling through. We're getting out of here. Let's see what's on the second floor too. Should be able to get in the president's box maybe? That's hoping anything is. Not bad at all. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. Definitely got to beef up capacity, but this area right here, this is FBS level. That is a shot called right there. Here's our president's box. I've heard some people on the other side of this window, so I'm laying a little bit low. Still take the most of this in though. Outside of that, this is more of an actively used football department than a premium section. We're getting the hell out of here. How about basketball across the street? Robert Morris has always been more of a basketball school than a football one in my head. I've seen at least one person in here. This gate's for the people. Can I get in it? 2 for 2. Nice little lobby. Let's head on over this way. Not too bad. Long history of the university over this way. Couple NEC championships over that way. Love it. This little piece of history is pretty cool to me, and it's why the NIT is important. In the entire historic timeline of Robert Morris, this much space has been dedicated to hosting Kentucky in 2013 and beating them in the NIT. Got signed stools, balls, the coach's tie, Even Robert Morris himself calls this win the most historic win in the university's history. This is why North Carolina opted out of the NIT a couple years ago. They cannot handle how much these schools want this game. Let's follow this sign up to the seats. It sounds a little loud up here. This court might be occupied. Yeah, we got some full practice going on right now. Can't show too much, but we have made it here. Full concourse for ourselves though. That's not looking too bad. Since this basketball visit left me wanting a little bit more too, I'll key you in on something. This is actually the second time I've been to Robert Morris and Duquesne. The first time I was here was over a year ago. I just didn't think it was a good video, so I never posted it. It was the same time as a trick-or-treating thing crawling with kids, so it was kind of weird. But we still got a much better view of the arena than we did this time. Cannot make a video at Robert Morris without shouting out the US flag seats. And before someone asks, Duquesne basketball is locked down both times. At least the lighting was better the first time. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you, my guy. Sorry to all the Pittsburgh people I made wait an extra year to get content here. Now we have just one little excursion coming up to break up the trip a little bit. Mostly because traveling from Pittsburgh to the Atlantic coast is pretty desolate. There's one school I gotta go to, and I don't know when else I'm gonna be here. Ladies and gentlemen, St. Francis University. In Loretta, middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, this is about as random of a place as we're ever gonna be. This school just exists to be a buy game to me. I saw them play at Western Michigan in 2023. And then I almost watched their basketball team play at Clemson before I got kicked off Clemson's campus. This school has only existed in my world as like a side piece of my content. I'm happy to finally put a name to a place. And that place has a gate open right to the field. Perfect. I think calling somewhere a high school field gets thrown around a little too much. Like I've had people in my comments call Max Stadiums high school fields because there might be a few ginormous high school fields that look like that. But this field right here, throw this in any high school conference in any city in America, it's fitting right in. One scoreboard off in the corner, about 20 rows of seats on the home side, about 10 on the road side. That's all we got to see here. This is what we wanted with FCS football, guys. This is what we wanted. Come on. I'm not trying to just dog a school though. There's gotta be at least one cool thing on this campus. We're gonna find it. Is this field house behind the end zone open? It might be. Nope. Their basketball arena might be okay. I feel like I owe them at least a shot. Okay, this looks respectable from the outside. I can get down with this. I just passed campus police driving to the other side of campus. What crime could possibly be going on at a Christian school with 3,000 students in the middle of Pennsylvania? What a great job. I see some people swimming over there. Had to get in somehow. Was it through the front door? Perfect. So if the pool's over here, I take it basketball is gonna be this way. One more door to beat. Nice. Just like Robert Morris, we got practice going on. Can still see the most of it through these windows right here though. Keep working hard out there, boys. Not much to write home about, but there is at least one thing close by worth noting. When I'm traveling, I usually spend the night between cities to save a couple bucks, and of course leaving Pittsburgh, I ended up in Altoona, Pennsylvania. You know what we have to do. We're going to a new historic landmark for some investigative reporting. If you didn't already notice, there's a security guard out front. He looks pretty suspicious of me filming. This could be interesting.
Get your last piece of information?
No, I'm just checking out a landmark now. Are you guys working security here?
Yeah.
Are you like recently hired? Or have you been working here?
No, I work security here all the time.
Even before the incident and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. I'm actually not even hungry right now. We're just getting iced coffee to start our day. Shout out McDonald's points though. And based on these pictures, there's a spot. Too bad someone's on break taking it. Probably pretty popular break spot with these guys. Also voicing this over because there's been a security guard leaning over my booth this whole time. Not my favorite dining experience. But looking around, there's a cash register. Here's a seating setup. Pretty tucked away spot in McDonald's if I've ever seen one. I had to get out of there because those security guards were so on top of me to the point it was uncomfortable. But yeah, that was really weird. I'm calling bullshit that those guys were working there before the Luigi Mangione situation. We have traveled a lot, hitting a ton of McDonald's on the road. I've never seen security in a McDonald's in this type of area, which is a lot bigger of an area than the news made it out to be. I thought it was like a one stoplight town. Pretty much every chain ever is in Altoona. It's a small city. They even have 3 McDonald's. I wasn't even 100% sure it's not the right one until I talked to the security guard. But still, really weird interactions, really weird place. Visiting here has left me with more questions than answers. And if you do want to learn more about Altoona, I did pick up the visitor's guide from my hotel that for some reason is 98 pages long. Small destination, big adventures. Fun little excursion, fun little investigation, fun little switch up. But we're back to a new city, back to college football. We are at United Stadium, right by the sun setting on Towson University. And low-key, this might be locked. I'm not loving how this looks so far. That's a lock, that's a lock, and over here, that's a lock too. But I am really liking the stadium. From what I can see so far, very high potential this is the best one we've seen on the trip. Whether we get in or not, there's got to be some better angles around here. Passing by the Wall of Excellence. What has Towson football done lately? A couple of conference championships, last playoff appearance 2018. Not all that bad. We got a few more locks over here. This is kind of taking us for a ride, actually. We gotta go all the way around here to get anywhere. Full walk around the end zone. Still looking really, really tough. We might just be able to get into the basketball arena to get onto the football field. Actually, just kidding. It's across the street. Behind a pretty big press box section now. Finally got some doors. There's a possibility someone's working in here today. Maybe. No. If we can't get in here, this would be the first FCS stadium we completely whiff on in like a year. And off the top of my head, maybe the second or third ever. We're really running out of options. Maybe one of these field house doors? Come on now. Let's go. That's a step in the right direction. This door just walks out to a platform I can't go down from. It's gonna have to be this door to get us onto the field. Come on now. Perfect. Still have a little ways to go. I'm sure we can get downstairs and onto the field somewhere around here though. Right by the soccer field, some stairs. Let's hit them. 2 floors down. This has to be it. We've made it to the locker room areas now. A locker room has to get to the field. Somewhere. Let's check it out. This better be a visiting locker room because this thing is garbage. We have a door right here, but it's blocked off by a whiteboard. That feels like breaking page rules. I don't know if I can do that. I think we might be able to get this 1 floor up. That's where we're trying next. Not exactly sure where this area is. There's a soccer field. Got to go this way. And I think this might be our winner. Let's go. No goalposts up for the off season, but hey, this is definitely the football field and we're definitely gonna walk on it. Field's not even numbered anymore, actually. We're here though. I'm genuinely very impressed with this. We all know how I feel about tracks around the infield, but this right here, that's an FBS level homestand. My favorite thing about going to the smaller stadiums is you realize that every level of football, there's still many levels within that level. The gap between Towson and like a St. Francis or Duquesne is the same as the gap between the worst power conference stadium and the best one. I'm also just now realizing this whole wrap around the bend of the track here is black wood chips. I really thought from a distance, this was the same material they had wrapped around the end zone in Colorado. Could not be further from the truth. I gotta see if we can get up in this press box. I think we got like a 50-50 shot at it. Looks like the only chance we have down here is this door being open. No, sir. We still got the most of it right here though. We'll take that. One more shot from the very top of United Stadium right here. We'll check out the basketball arena. I know we came in another way, but this door I think is also unlocked. We'll walk out through this. Which is, in fact, the Towson football locker room. That's some bonus points. Shout out to Rodney Dangerfield. Once again, a pretty freaking good setup. Now we just gotta figure out how to get out from here. Gotta be here, right? Boom, and boom. Right out through here. This looks so cool from the outside. I'm stoked. I'm thinking up this way is gonna be our best bet. Give me some good luck, baby. Did this already go right into the gym? It's kind of smaller than I thought it'd be. And more locked than I thought it'd be. So we confirmed the floor is down through these gates at gate 1. But this is actually way, way bigger of a building than I was expecting. All of this connects right here. One of these has to get us in. Just from quite a bit of experience doing this, I have quite the hunch the Towson Center is gonna be open. Do we have it? Yes, we do. Every time, it's the non-athletic areas that hit. And this door opened just a crack right through here. That's gonna be the one. Appreciate that. Let's get in here. There's not many universities this level I've been to that have a hanging jumbotron and an upper deck. I think this basketball arena is nicer than the football arena. I mean, look at this club section right here. What CAA school has this? And I'm just so hyped. This is the first basketball arena we've gone to that's wide open. Hop on the court real quick. 2 for 2. Let's get up in this little area and get out of here. Please tell me this President's Suite's open. What the hell, man? This is crazy. It's starting to get dark outside and we got one more school in Baltimore to hit before we get out of here. Just about 3.5 miles down the road, off to Morgan State. It is 4:53 p.m. and it's gonna get dark out well before we're done. I hate winter solstice, man. Starting right off, we got a big gate right by where we shot that entrance. It's not gonna be open though. But the view of the stadium from here really cannot be a whole lot better. We'll keep walking along the end zone. Pretty big construction project on the other side of this. Anyone know what that's gonna be? Lot gate on the other side of the end zone. Another pretty good view of the stands on the other side of the end zone. Entrance is gonna have to be somewhere up here. Not at gate 12. Really less doors over here than I thought there was gonna be. Don't think this is gonna lead to anything. Yup, still no. If we can't get in here, I just wanna know why every Bear team has the exact same logo. Baylor, UCA, even the Chicago Bears to an extent. Why is it always the bear head? There's so many schools that are the Tigers, even Towson, never the same issue. Off to the other end zone now. Kind of a cool outlook at the field. Still gonna be locked up though. I'm assuming if we're gonna make it onto the field, it's gonna be through this brick structure right here. Couple cool statues out here. Maybe he's leading the way. Or maybe we go the opposite direction our guy was pointing, because I'm seeing a green light down here. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Great. Pretty dark hallway. Gotta be through here, right? Easy enough. They got a pool down here? Shoot, there's more going on here than I thought there'd be. This has to exit onto the field, right? We might head in that direction. Come on now. What are we seeing? Easy money. We also gotta leave this a little open in case I can't get out. I gotta say, Baltimore, incredible security at FCS level. You're blowing Pennsylvania out the water. And as easy as we got into the stadium, we'll just as easily walk right on the field. Wish it was a little lighter out to see, but this orange and blue color, the stone finish, it's a pretty good looking dig for an FCS place. Baltimore, comfortably over Pittsburgh right now. Walk right out to the 50, into the Bear mouth. Boom, boom. Maybe get into a club section up here. It's worth a shot. Just like Towson, I think it's gonna have to be this door. No siree. I just heard a siren. It's kind of tripping me out. We're getting out of here fast. I am not about to get in trouble over an FCS stadium. Hopefully no one's behind this door. Looking pretty solid around here. Think we're in the clear. This is another reason I hate daylight savings, man. Whether that was actually for me or not, I've definitely noticed a correlation of security being a little bit more sussed out being around places like this when it's dark out. Even if it is now 15 minutes past business hours. I'm going with Morgan State though. We're off to the next city. But as we leave, shout out to Morgan State. Not gonna hold it to you. This is one of the few D1 schools I did not know existed before researching for this trip. It's pretty nice around here. I like the campus. But as one sun sets, another one rises. And this one rises in Washington, D.C., at Cooper Field, at Georgetown. Which brings us to our typical FCS expectations. Wide open gates, straight onto the field. I was actually a little nervous about this one. I know I said I was in 3 cities. I know someone in the comments is gonna say that Towson and Robert Morris aren't actually in the city, like it wasn't already there. But Georgetown is very much in the District of Columbia, and with these schools fixated into the city, you just never really know. But nonetheless, here we are. The good thing about it, really like how this is nestled into campus. It's a cool vibe. The bad thing, it could pass as a soccer field. Here's the view from the other side. Not seeing a video board anywhere, which even at FCS level is surprising, and the bleachers go about 20 rows high. Let's step on out to the 50, get our walk on in, and head right through here. For how small of a stadium this is, it is pretty cool. There's a real concourse and it's all insulated. Not a whole lot to it, but more than I've seen some schools doing. Coolest thing I'm seeing back here, the locker room is right over there. At most power conference schools, to get one of those club seats to be next to the team walking out, you got to pay over $1,000. At Georgetown, your GA ticket and a bag of popcorn gets you all you need. Any chance this press box is open? Nope. It didn't look like much from the outside. It's all right. Big thing about Georgetown, though, this is probably the most nationally recognized school we're going to, and that, of course, is because of their basketball program and not their football. Unfortunately, the basketball team plays at Capital One Arena, where the Wizards and the Caps play. I actually made a video there this trip. But where we can try to go to right now is the John Towson Athletic Center right across the way. Don't know exactly what's all going to be in here, but I'm sure it's some cool stuff. We have a massive construction project going on between here, too, if you couldn't tell already. I might be able to just walk in here. Let's find out. Cool. I needed this warm so bad. I feel like you can see the color coming back into my skin already. Looking down this hallway, this is a really, really cool setup. Much cooler than anything at the football stadium. Of course, you got the John Thompson statue, front and center, towel on the shoulder. One of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time. Then just to the right, some stained glass Georgetown basketball art. Gorgeous. A few more historic things on all things Georgetown athletics down the hall. Got some championships, conference titles, threads from soccer and volleyball. And this is where that 1984 national championship is housed. For all my sneakerheads, this is the coolest thing in here though. Georgetown basketball has been a Jordan school for as long as I can remember. And on display, Georgetown themed Jordans from every year. There's some field house in here that I want to see. I want to say that we have to go up to find that. Let's just go right to the top, if we can. 2's fine. Okay, so we got women's basketball offices up here, I take it. Athletes lounge this way. That could be cool. Not going in the right direction of the gym, but that might be what we need key card access for. Everything I've done so far tells me I should be able to get in here. Yes, sir. Nothing that crazy. This Georgetown fireplace is pretty cool. Someone's playing Jenga here and clean up their game. I can help with that. This bag doesn't fit the game very well, but it makes the place look a little bit better. I like how all the notable people that have made an appearance at Georgetown are on the wall. Of course, being in DC is a lot of former presidents, but it's also a really giant grab bag of people. There's also Messi, Bradley Cooper, and Trey Songz. And you know who's a Georgetown football alum? Jim Gaffigan. Did not strike me as a college football player at all. I'm having a good time at the Thompson Center. We're seeing more stuff. Just to our right, this looks like a film room. Not too bad of a spot. I'm most interested in this picture of the field right here though. There's stands on both sides of the field, which we did not see earlier, but also the stands we did see did not look like this. This has to be a pretty old picture. The last thing I'm really hoping I can see is McDonough Gymnasium right over here. This was Georgetown's arena a long time ago, and they still play here every now and again. I'm hoping this is a classic Big East setup. It looks apart from the outside. Got a cop right outside for whatever reason. Hope this isn't too much of an issue. Don't think it's open. This door though, this one's all right. Right as we walk in the lobby, more championships, more history, highlighted by Patrick Ewing and Allen Iverson. And as far as I can tell, I can just walk in the gym right here. Dude, there's no way they played Big East basketball in here. This feels like my Catholic School League middle school gyms. But hey, they got all the banners up. The court actually looks really, really well done. Hoya Saxa, baby. Love a good Big East basketball stop. Off to Howard. Touch over 3 miles down the road. Here we are from the outside. Let's see if we can make it inside. Just from what my eyes can see, these gates don't look super promising back here. Behind the stadium though, there's a small pond that looks like this gate cuts into a little bit. I think that's our best shot. We already made it this far. We have to go 7 for 7. That's locked right there. That's not great. All the way back, next to a pretty interesting building. One more lock. And we're gonna need to go all the way back up and around to even try anywhere else. These are the last 2 gates you can possibly get, and they're both padlocked up. We're fried. But if we're being real, I mean, how much really more is there to see? This is like one slight step above St. Francis to me, just by adding a few seat backs right here, having a little bit nicer of a press box. Actually, we might have one more shot. I'm just noticing there's a tunnel right here. And just looking around, I'm under the impression that tunnel goes through the basketball arena right over here. We still have just a glimmer of hope here. We have one more shot through these doors, but I've seen a lady looking at me suspiciously inside. We might have an encounter here. It's open. That's cool. I've just been going around college campuses. I want to check out the Howard basketball arena. Is that okay if I swing over there?
Are you a Howard alumni?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Okay, no worries. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Yep, thank you. Oh well. Kind of ends our trip on a whimper, but hey, I'm happy I did this. Overall, I saw more cool things than I was expecting to. And since we like rankings, just off the top of my head, fresh off the dome, St. Francis is easily 7, Towson is easily 1. Not even close. Then after that, I'd say Howard 6, Morgan State 5. Then I'd actually put Georgetown 4 and Duquesne 3, just because their setup's a little bit interesting and they have really good views. Which then of course makes Robert Morris 2, but feels like a weak number 2. I would even say Unitas Field at Towson is so decisively ahead of Robert Morris's that it makes the city rankings Baltimore 1, Pittsburgh 2, DC 3, even though I'm giving Pittsburgh 2 and 3. And this is all football only. I didn't see enough basketball ever to give it a fair shake. But hey, I enjoy seeing every single one. Thanks everybody for having me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like FCS videos, I'll leave the playlist for that right over here. Appreciate y'all.